Hello everyone, welcome to Fine Moon Rising. This is Scorpio's July 2025 Tarot and Energy Sigil reading. So we'll start with the cards, get you a sigil, start drawing that, and then we'll go ahead and move into some astrology for this month and just overall the energies. Then we'll move into tarot lastly. Okay, so let's get started. For you, the cards that I have pulled out are the Six of Cups, the Moon, and the Three of Cups. And so this is telling for your sigil that reflections of the past may color your future. At least you're finding those connections. So here's the thing, and we'll go into this a little more depth in your astrology, but it seems like things that have happened in the past, you are realizing the connections that it has to your future happiness, and it's almost like, we'll get into that, okay. But your sigil that I will be drawing here, which is an affirmation, I move out of the past. Okay, because it's time. It's really time. With Uranus and Gemini, it's time. So your sigil will be, I move out of the past. What I do is remove all the vowels, and then I take out all the repeat consonants, and then I draw you a little sigil here, and you'll be watching me draw it here with pastels. Okay, so as far as the cards go, no more grudges. It is really time. It is like fresh start time. It is time to release the past, finally let it go, finally be done with it, knowing full well that though things did color your future from the past or have up until now, they will no longer be doing that. And the reason they're no longer doing that is because there's a push for a new beginning. There's a push for a fresh start and finally letting go of those things. So you'll find that this month you will be diving deep back into past situations and seeing how they correlate, how those feelings are cropping up again into your future. And it actually might make you very angry. So don't get stressed out if you find yourself a bit short-tempered sometimes. It's just part of your healing process, and I guarantee you will move through it so quickly, because one thing Scorpios are good at is really metabolizing trauma. Excellent at that. So these things will come up like a blip. You'll realize that the signature is the same as whatever feeling was triggered right now, and it's connected to the past. And once you shed light on that shadow, you will absolutely be releasing it and letting it go for good. So if some people done you wrong in the past and you're feeling like in the future these other people might possibly fall into that category, you will be examining those feelings and see if it actually matches, resolving the past, and then really having a keen eye on the future. So you will understand things that much better. Okay, so as far as career and finance goes, you'll be coming to some agreement. There's something that you have to do. There's some sort of agreement, and I feel like there's other people involved. Maybe it's family. Maybe you're concerned about roping your family in, or working with a partner, that type of thing. But there's something here about maybe you need a fresh pair of eyes. Have someone else look at stuff to give you some sort of opinion, and then, just an outside perspective of the situation, because you may be, as you're diving into these shadows, you might be seeing things and you're like, you know what? I don't know if I have the complete whole picture, and maybe a couple other people might tell you, a different story and allow you to move forward that much more quickly, or say, you know what, say yes to this, say no to that. So just advice would be a good idea for you in this month. And the anger management, I think those are just like short-lived times. You might be just like in your car, a little frustrated about a situation. You're just thinking about it absentmindedly, but then you move right through it, and then it ceases to be an issue anymore. Okay, so it's very quick, very like a blip, really. And I'm seeing actually bubbles coming to the surface is what it is. Like dark bubbles, and then they pop. Okay. Let's see. So you're going to be creating resolve of past situations. And then we have this Venus in Cancer by the end of the month. And for you, that means stimulating connections. If you're already in a connection, that just means your connections will be deepened, either by, emotionally or also logically with the mind. So you might find yourself having in-depth conversations that maybe you haven't in a while, or you haven't before. If you are not in a connection right now, you may be meeting someone, and it could be one of those happenstance meetings where you're out and about, and then all of a sudden you meet this person, you're traveling, you're doing whatever it is you do, and you run into this person, and all of a sudden you're like locked into a 3-hour conversation. That could possibly happen. Okay, let's let's move right on into the tarot here. And I always pull the tarot right before basically I do this voiceover, so I don't really know what's happening, but we're gonna see right here. Your overall energy is the Two of Coins, and you have the Four of Cups, and then you have the Two of Swords. So a bit of an indecision here. You're starting the month with an indecision. I think you've been juggling a lot, and a lot of it does have to do with resolving of that past. And then going forward in the future, you have your eyes set on offers of the future, of bettering yourself, of moving yourself forward. You have high aspirations, but you're a little bit indecisive. It's like, and that's why I say maybe get an outside perspective on some of the things that you're doing, because it just might bring that clarity towards into your sphere. Right, we do have the Sun card. You're starting at the Sun card, and that is your past, and it... action. You're ready. You're ready for this new beginning. We do have this Hierophant card, which is the Faith card in this deck. And it is kind of seeing all sides of things. That's really not what it necessarily means, but that's okay. All right, so seeing all sides of things. You are examining all sides of every situation. Like, actually, you're being very Virgo, very detail-oriented. It might be out of your comfort zone to do this. Maybe you're very action-oriented, and now you're like having to analyze things. That's where you are right now. You do have the Knight of Swords. You will start taking action. You will start moving. You will start cutting away things that no longer serve you, getting rid of those shadows, and moving on forward. Okay, anything that is in your way, you will be kind of finding a way around it. Be like water around the rock, that kind of thing. Instead of, blasting through it, we're going around it. There's always other alternatives. Okay, we do have the Three of Coins versus the Six of Coins. So conscious, subconscious. And there is a feeling of, it's time to start, but like, I don't know how much energy I want to put into this. Maybe there's something that you're embarking on that is going to take a lot of time, a lot of effort, something like that. And you're like, I don't know if I really want to dive in. I'm not sure. I don't know. The advice here is to regulate your energy, right? See, you got to be all in on something. You have your heart, mind, and soul. You got to be all in on something. And if you're not, you're not. If you can't make a decision, don't make that decision just yet. Wait. Maybe you do need to analyze it a little bit more. But you are keen on starting something new. So if one opportunity comes by and you're like, yeah, no, it's not for me, wait for the next one. The next one will be here shortly. Queen of Coins. Queen of Coins, she molds her reality. She's excellent at molding her reality, famous for it. She's very much in tune with nature, in tune with everything, in tune with money. Everything in our 3D reality, this queen can make stuff happen. That's her job. And so you're going to be stepping into that energy of like, you know what? I can actually do this. I can actually do that. It's very positive. Very uplifting, very exciting, also money driven. Like I see where the potential is. I absolutely see. Get a second opinion. Also talk with your family member, talk with your partner, something like that. All right, Page of Coins. You've been coming at things very small. I'm researching stuff very small. I don't know what to do. Should I invest in this? Should I not invest in this? Things in the past didn't go well and I'm worried it's going to happen again. No. So we need to investigate things and also the trauma related to whatever happened in the past. Okay, your environment is the Two of Cups. Stuff will come together. That's it. I love this card. It's one of my favorite cards. It means stuff is coming together. Relationships coming together. Connections coming together. Kismet things happening. Opportunities showing up for you. It's excellent. And guess what it's going to do? It's going to push you into the Eight of Cups, of course. When we push into the Eight of Cups, you are definitely coming at things with experience in mind. You're using your experiences to move forward in the future. You're saying, you know what? Let me analyze this. I think I can get a handle on it. I can totally make this happen. And let's see where we go. And so that's kind of your energy here, is starting afresh at maybe later time in life, maybe after another career, if you're a younger person, or after you finish schooling, something like that. We do end up with the Fool. That's that fresh beginning, fresh start, fresh everything. We are moving into a place of the unknown, which can be scary for Scorpios. You guys don't necessarily love surprises all the time, but the Fool is asking you to have a little faith. The Fool is asking you to, you know, after you analyze everything, after you get those opinions, after you get your ducks in a row, could be financial, could be, you know, family on board, friends on board, partner on board, whatever, could be business partner on board, then the universe is saying, you know what, you will jump, you will take an opportunity, you will move forward, and it's going to be a little bit scary. But the thing of it is, you're going to be super clear-headed because you don't have any of those shadows anymore. And I feel like you're going to have a partner in crime, meaning whoever that person that's coming in or the person that you're deepening your connection with, they're actually very mentally stimulating for you, which is absolutely going to help you move forward. And so that kind of mental stimulation is absolutely required for you to embark on this. And it could provide a little extra help. I feel like somebody needs like a little help, or like you need, you know, somebody to help you around your home, or with your something to free up your time. I feel like this person is actually going to show up at the right time, or they're just going to be more involved and invested in you. Okay, this looks really good, Scorpio, and best of luck to you. If you enjoyed this reading, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.